Where I left you off, I was talking about freedom and responsibility. I just would like to make clear that I just subscribe to epistemological pluralism, which means that I believe that there's no static truth. There isn't. It's evolving. It's natural. You know, if you look at the, you can use nature as an analogy, and that will be the best way to look at life, really. There are no static truths in nature. There's always a relatedness, there's always a play that's going on, that's generating further variation and advancement or transcendence. It's never over. There's never a full stop, there's always an and. And then another thing is that although the frame is rigid and you can't transgress it, or you shouldn't, I mean you can, but it means death. So if you feel that you want to transcend death, then fine. But I mean, I'm talking about the onward process. I mean, as individuals we die, but as a collective it has a motion that's been going, that's been, you know, we're like cells in an organism. Cells get replaced all the time, but the organism carries on living. I mean, we go through how many cells? I mean, the cells that we start with are gone completely almost. Are they not? I'm not a biologist, it doesn't matter. You get the point. It's a procession, it's a process, and that is what our consciousness is, really. It's that rippling wave on the edge. So it doesn't matter that our mass that makes us up is destroyed, or not destroyed, but gets recycled and doesn't become part of us. You know, it's not, the theory of personal identity is not an issue, because our identity is not imbued in, well, it's imbued in our awareness, I guess, and our awareness includes all of our senses and faculties. But anyway, it's not about personal identity. I would like to explore some more ramifications. I mean, I was trying to develop morality. Oh yes. So I think, I mean, look at how we select mates. It's aesthetic. We have an aesthetic sensibility. We are attracted to things that are appealing, that are beautiful. And I think beauty generally accords with viability and freedom becoming ever freer. And in that way our aesthetic sense is definitely correct. But I think what's more important that I'm just pointing out, though, is that my framework is very rigid, but it's not the picture, it's just the frame. The picture probably has a lot to do with the feeling realm and sensibilities that I haven't explored much, because I've just been trying to discover the frame my whole life. So I might seem quite wooden to you. I'm quite irrational. I mean, sometimes I think the rationals in our society are really, they do the brunt work so the feelers can live and really play and dance with what's there and concoct what's real, and, you know, the NTs are like the policemen and the keeping everyone safe, doing what must be done. And that's what I've tried to do with my life, but that's not particularly relevant. I'm trying to, as far as my new perspective, I don't know. I wonder what kind of feedback I'll get from this stuff. Maybe I haven't presented it that well. To get too bashed. I know I'm quite an odd person. Try not to be too cruel. But questions would be good. I'm very good at answering questions. It would be interesting if I generate any interest. I've never done this before on YouTube. This is So please, if you have insightful questions, or even if they're just simple questions, perhaps they can end up being the most insightful and revealing. You think I'm not one that can respond, but give me a try, perhaps. Maybe I'll surprise you. I think I've discovered something. Perhaps I haven't proven it to you yet, but give me a chance.